seems to be working. Oh, wow, you can hear my voice, but you can't see me. Hello. I dare not play music because we're streaming on both Twitch and YouTube, so I dare not play any music. Hello. Don't worry, you will be able to see my face in a moment. I just want you to brace yourselves because you're going to be watching one ugly ass piece of something. There you go. You can have a swear free. Hi there, you're right. I hope you're well. I have not come back from Glastonbury, and I've not just come back from a hippie parade or something like that. I just genuinely am so bloody baking that I just do not want to wear my hair as a fringe. Hi there, I am Danny from what was the Football Fan Show, now the Dead Air Football. Hello, I hope you're well. Just a quick one, actually, just to say what's going on, because you'll have notice if you're a YouTuber or a fan of ours or a follower or a subscriber of ours on YouTube. Not many videos have been posted recently. I've had COVID, although, which hasn't been nice. I've been out of it for like the last 3 weeks. And even before that, I kind of lost the motivation to make anything. So I want to just come on here and humbly apologize to our 1.3k subscribers. I never did a stream for when we got to 1,000, and I did intend to, and then, you know, with all good intention, life gets in the way. So apologies for that as well. Basically, this video is just going to be a bunch of apologies to say I'm tired. I really am not sure what to do anymore. New videos on the way, by the way. I feel like I owe you new videos. So new videos on the way this coming Tuesday. We've got oh, Ballum, you're right. How are you? I hope you're well. How are you surviving this blooming heat? The worst bit is, and I can't grab my camera to show you, but I've got lights here and here, and it was already blooming hot. And I'm not a Londoner. I'm not in London where it's like 30 odd degrees. Luckily, it's like 24 degrees or something like that. So yeah, what is your next YouTube video? A video on clapped. You know what? I'll add it to the list. This is actually an appeal, this video, for ideas, because I've run out. I have a list on my phone of ideas, but I would like to add to that list so that you guys get what you want and I get interesting subjects to talk about. We do have a video coming out on Tuesday. Sorry if I cough. As I say, getting over COVID, it's left me with a lingering cough where this is probably the best I've sounded for a very long time. And whilst I was ill, I did do a story. I did do a video on Brescia, and I did do a video on Brescia because they'd been Massimo Cellino's the owner there, and he's kind of well known relatively for his time at Leeds. And I made it, had COVID, watched it back, thought it was the worst video I'd ever made, and I binned it. And that is why you haven't had a video in a while. And to be honest, towards the end, they were getting crap anyway, in my opinion. I thought the quality was just going down and down and down. So I stopped making them. But this Tuesday, we have a new video coming out, and it's one that I'm actually really fascinated. It's a story that I'm really fascinated by. This is kind of what the channel was meant to be. It was never meant to be a football news channel or anything. I will read your comments. Don't worry. I am going to get to them. Promise. I just want to go off on my little tangent. I had seen the England under-21s won the under-21 Euros. I think it was yesterday against Germany. So it's a successful retention, which England had done before in the 1980s when the tournament began. I think it started in the mid 70s, and they've retained it before. They've won back-to-back under-21 titles. Unfortunately, in England, non-league team Widnes FC went today. Oh, okay. Ballum, thank you very much for that. Football team that never loses. Match fixing. Yes, that was a good one. You know what? I made that so long ago that I cannot even remember any details about it. Where was it? Turkmenistan? because my brain immediately went Kazakhstan and Astana, but that's not true. Turkmenistan or something like that. I'm not watching any of this Club World Cup. You know what? I'll go back to my tangent in a moment because I do want to read your comments because it's only fair. You're choosing to watch me, so it's best that I interact with you. I was a radio DJ, so I should know this. I'm not watching any of this Club World Cup. Might watch the final. I need a break from football from TV. What about you? Watching this Club World Cup? Well, as I say, I've been ill, and I had watched some of the games on Channel 5, but I'm really not that interested, as you probably gathered from the video that we made about the draw. We did a live stream reaction to the draw of the Club World Cup, and I just really wasn't that interested in I really wasn't that interested in it, and I've never been interested in the original Club World Cup or what was originally like the Intercontinental Cup or something like that, where it was just Brazil versus Europe basically, or the South American champions versus Europe, which most of the time were Brazilian. So that was yeah. I haven't watched any of that. I've got to be honest. I've been watching a lot of Taskmaster on Channel 4 because I just needed to laugh, and I love Taskmaster, so that's what I've been watching. Yeah. What club was it from Turkmenistan? I cannot remember. It was so long ago now. As soon as I'm done with the video, it goes out of my mind. I'm trying not to be an egotist and watch them back, even though I do watch them back for kind of like mistakes, because then I think, that could have been better. But hey ho. Lyon went down. Yeah, we didn't cover that because I was ill and I didn't want it to be really bad. I didn't know how to cover that because a lot of the 2-camera pieces don't work. Paris FC are here to compete with the other. Yeah, well, they're based in the stadium next door to them, aren't they? Yeah. Lyon, how does that affect? I need to really get back into the groove of it. I really need to look at where what that means for Crystal Palace in terms of the Europa League. It looks like they're probably going to get in, but then that was never really in doubt because John Texera might be the majority shareholder, but he doesn't have overall control of Crystal Palace, whereas he does of Olympique Lyonnais. Yeah, PSG did something like PSG paid off a debt of theirs to try and keep them in Ligue 1 because because PSG, despite it being the wealthiest club in France, realized that without competition, the league is nothing and they are nothing. Turkmenistan, yes, I don't remember the team name. My brain's gone incorrectly Kazakhstan and Astana, but no, that's not it. I honestly can't remember. I haven't watched it in so long that yeah. Once the script is written and done, it's out my mind. But hey ho. So yeah, I've been really ill. So apologies for being really ill. Yeah, new video out on Tuesday. I want to take this channel back to where it started. I don't want to take it back to exactly where it started because it became a highlights channel for our Twitch streams, which was interesting from the pandemic. What this channel could be and what I want it to be is a place for fascinating football stories, like not news stuff anymore. I don't want to do that. I don't think it works. But how, like, you know, Cardiff were the first and only non-English team to win the FA Cup. I like the Anglo-Italian Cup video. Didn't do all the videos that I think will do well. Don't. I never predict what's going to do well on this channel. The one video I did enjoy doing, and I'm glad it took off, although it didn't take off when I was monetized, was the Russian and Diamonds video, because that was a bit of a passion project of mine. I do not want to watch one of a YouTube video. I don't want to watch that coming through my dead. You well. Ballon throwing in football questions. YouTube Gretna in Scotland would be good. Already did Gretna. We kind of did that already. I can't remember what it was called though. That was the thing, because I did the Rushden video where it was called, I think, the football club that was too successful or something like that, got 40,000 views, and we did follow it up with a Gretna one, and I can't remember what it was called. What was it called? It's got exactly the same title, Can a football club be too successful? The story of Gretna. So yeah, it's exactly the same style. Actually, whilst you're there, I have a question for you. The style of video, right? So this is something that I've thought about releasing as a poll or something, but then I don't get the interaction to kind of justify it. Do you like the hand-drawn animation more kind of... Because I just think it's a TIFO ripoff at this point, and I don't really want to rip them off anymore, even though it's just doodly. So I've gone for something slightly different this Tuesday. I'm not in it, relax, but I've gone for something slightly different with more kind of videos. The doodle stuff is still there, but Guangzhou or whatever. Apparently, I can't say Chinese team, so I shouldn't bother. What was the last viral hit we had? Oh, the English club that dominates Welsh football, which was a misnomer because it's the New Saints, and you know. The New Saints video, that was the last one that went. And then we just started covering new stuff like Crystal Palace and Rangers, which I really don't want to do anymore. So the next video, which I worked on last night. I'm trying to get ahead of myself so that I don't have to, for a period of time, do anything with this channel, and it will automatically just take care of itself. Very similar to TIFO, yes, except they've now got a production budget. They used to use, weirdly, I have no connection with TIFO at all, but they did used to use Doodly. That was their original. When they were Umaxit Football, they used Doodly as a software, which is what I use. Now I use DaVinci Resolve because it's free and I don't have to pay for it. So yeah, I worked on a new video for Tuesday, new videos Tuesdays and hopefully Thursdays. I'm going to make a controversial one for Thursday and I'm not looking forward to it. But the Tuesday one, it's, well, I might as well tease it now. It's a story that I find fascinating. It's one that's been told before, but not in the same, not with the same connection. So AC Milan and Nottingham, very much connected, interconnected places. So the video is not just about AC Milan and the city of Nottingham, but it is about the city of Nottingham and its connection to 3 Italian football clubs. So 3 Italian football clubs, and why Nottingham is the most important city in Italian football. That it's about 5 minutes long. It's there. It'll hit on Tuesday. I think I have a membership thing for like $2.99. I'll be honest, it's not worth getting. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth getting. I just do it as an obligatory thing. You don't get anything. I am thinking about doing like live streams and things for membership things, but I don't really want to put stuff behind a paywall because it's stupid and I hate it, and I hate people that do that. I hate's a strong word. I dislike it immensely. I dislike the concept immensely. Would you like to do Clapton CFC and find information on their website, non-league team who have bought back their stadium? And yes, I'd heard of Clapton. Yeah, they're quite a left-wing kind of, don't want to use that W word that everybody loves to use that they don't understand what it means. But yeah, no, I've heard of Clapton. They're proper community club is a better terminology. Like Dulwich Hamlet. Are you aware of FCSB? Yes, I did. I did want to do a Steaua Bucharest video, but HITC Sevens does a very good one, and I watched that years ago, and I feel like if I did it, I would just be ripping that off. So I don't really want to. I really want to try and get ahead of where they're at. Sometimes I have seen other ideas that have influenced me, and I've tried to make it as different as possible. I'm delighted that I got ahead of HITC Sevens because I think Alfie's most recent video, I'm a big fan of his, as previously established, on our Northern Ireland Euro 2028 video. I did get ahead of him on the Como 1907 because he's only just made that video, whereas we made the wealthiest team in Italy about 3 months ago, which did okay. So Sal Bucharest is an interesting topic. It really is. It's same with CSKA Sofia as well, because they ended up same kind of concept, military team. The name is, got bought out by somebody else, and there was a whole. I think the original CSKA Sofia collapsed, and then reemerged as a fan-owned team. But then there's another CSKA Sofia, which was called something else, that bought the name. So, it's interesting. I should look at it. I've been looking at mostly English non-league stuff at the minute. I tried to get in touch with Nuneaton Nuneaton Town, as they're now called, but no one ever got back to me from that. I guess that's being a small channel. I did have a video in the works that's kind of collapsed, which was about a subject that I was very passionate about, which was Football Index. If you remember that crappy betting, the stock market of football, which turned out to be absolute a scam. It was a pyramid scheme, and I've actually got a video in the can talking to somebody from the campaign group Clean Up Gambling. The preference for that was that I was also meant to chat with people that had actually lost money with Football Index, but that bit hasn't happened. And the interview that I did, I think I recorded it back in February. So I do need to catch up on that. And also with not Matt Zarb Cousins, who runs the organization, but the person he put me in contact with about government legislation, because I don't think they've had much success with the Labour government at the moment in terms of getting compensation for people that lost money because of Football Index. But that's kind of a more business one, and I am planning to launch a business channel. Kingstonians are doing a slightly different fan-owned model now this summer. Their future is... Yeah, I mean... weirdly, I've gone back to Football Manager 2009, which is what I'm playing at the moment, and they keep getting promoted to the national... or what was the Conference South, the Blue Square Bet South at that moment in time, and AFC Wimbledon are in like the Conference Premier, or they always get promoted because they're in the Conference South in your first season, but they always get promoted in the first season into the what was the Blue Square Bet Premier. So yeah, I've missed a lot of football stories. So I've missed Lyon, I've missed Brescia. I think we did cover the Rangers takeover, but that was half-assed. I wasn't happy with that one, but oh well. Yeah, so if there are any ideas, drop them in the comments, or you can email a revolutionary idea. Let's bring that back. You can email the Football Fan Show, Football Fans. Now I've got to check it. Is it Football Fans or Football Fans Show at deadair.media? So it's Football Fans. So fans SS show, not ho show, the Football Fan Show at deadair DEADAIR.media. If you want to email us some ideas, or if you just want to say hello, or if you just want to send abuse, I mean, I'll just junk you. I really don't care at this point. You've been everywhere in the world with this channel, Gold Coast team, and so another story that you say that another story that we missed was Drogheda United not being able to play in the Conference League. So sorry, once again about my coughing, COVID, getting over it, really bad, had it, struggled, wanted to give up. And send him spam. Everyone, email now. Oh yeah, it'll just go in the junk email. No, genuinely, if you want to say hi, or if you've got a critique or anything like that, you go for it. Just go for it. By the way, that email is public. It will be part of our live streams. It used to be like a Gmail account, which it now no longer is because we ditched the Gmail for a brand. So and. I need to get a new Skype number because Skype numbers don't exist anymore. We used to have a Skype number, which I won't read out because it doesn't exist anymore. You can't call it. But we used to have a phone number that you used to be able to dial in. Used to do 606 on Twitch, our own version. That will come back if I want to continue doing this in August. But right now, my warning is I'm going to try and get ahead of myself for August and then make a decision in August as to whether I want to continue to do this or not, because life is playing silly buggers at the moment. So we'll get ahead. Stormont and Casement Park is probably our next video after Nottingham. And then I think it's about Welsh teams. When the Welsh FA exiled a bunch of Welsh teams from playing in Wales because they played in the English football pyramid. I remember Heidi. I'm not pleased. I'm not proud of that video. That's one that I'd like to take down, to be honest, or one that I'd like to do again. I don't like I didn't come up with a title for that video, which I believe was like the club that sold its soul to Manchester City. I know you shouldn't delete videos. You should unlist them because you then retain the audience figures and things like that. So I won't be deleting it. It might get unlisted, and if it does, then it'll be redone in a manner that I prefer. But I had a hand on that script, so it wasn't just me, and I certainly didn't come up with the video title for that one. But yeah, I wasn't particularly, after making it, I was like, yeah. And then I saw a lot of the Hyde fans just go, well, no, you're wrong, blah, 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 blah. And even Hyde United themselves called me out on it, so to be fair, it's not it's not our best work. It's not one of my better ones. Do a video. We've done a video on Wrexham a very long time ago. Yes or no? No. No. If you're talking about whether Wrexham will go up straight away to the Premier League, I don't think so. I think that's incredibly unlikely and unrealistic. I think they'll need, if they do go up at all, which I think Troy Deeney said on American TV that they wouldn't go up at all, ever, which I think might be a bit extreme. I think I think they might go up in about 2 or 3 seasons, but I think once you hit the Championship, you need a little bit of stability, and that's the issue there. They don't have the. They need a bit of stability in the Championship because they'll risk going straight back down. And they're starting to get into the ballpark where they're not the richest club anymore. In League 2 and League 1, yes. But now that you're in the Championship, you're going up against clubs with similar amounts of money. I mean, Birmingham City have more money than Wrexham. So, they were in League 1 last season. But beyond that, you're not going up against Wycombe Wanderers who really punch above their weight. But when you've got who's in the Championship, you've got Leicester who have loads of money. You've got, who else have you got? You got Leicester City. You got all the ex-Premier League teams who will have parachute payments and things like that. So Leicester City have loads of money, and I haven't seen the tables, have I? So you still got Sheffield United in there. That's you got Borough, Stoke City as well. They're very wealthy because of the bookmaker that owns them, or the bookmaking family that owns them, that Terry Winston loves to advertise. So, yeah, I think they'll find it very difficult, the new season. Who else have they got? Southampton. I mean, Southampton don't have I don't think Southampton are going to do that well this season, actually. Although Will Still's their manager, and I'd like him to do well. I don't think Southampton is going to do that well. Neither do I think Ipswich. I don't think they'll do as badly as Luton Town, but I certainly don't think they're going to be up there. I would expect Birmingham City to finish. This is going to be my bad take. I would expect Birmingham City to finish ahead of Wrexham. So there you go. That's my bad take. Let me know at the end of the season when I get that wrong, and haunt me with this clip. Because there's nothing more than people like being haunted by inaccurate guesses or predictions that they've made. Yeah, I don't think Phil Parkinson's I don't think Phil Parkinson's the man to get Wrexham promoted. I think he'll leave at some point. Either he'll be sacked or they'll get rid of him. And I reckon Frank Lampard will go there. Money. Tottenham won a trophy. I mean, yeah, Tottenham did win the trophy. And then they sacked their manager, which was bizarre, but hey-ho. Big Ange. I'm surprised he didn't become Brentford manager. But then after winning a European trophy, you could argue that, Brentford not being in Europe might be too small a challenge or too small a club for him. No disrespect to Brentford. I think they're an amazing football club. But, just... How long have you been online for? I have to go now. I don't know how long I've been. I was only meant to do about half an hour. That is going to be it then. So I just want to say thank you for subscribing. If you're one of the 1,000 subscribers and stuff, and new video out Tuesday, and I'm rambling at this point because my brain doesn't work and I'm very tired, still quite ill. And I will be back soon. And I do want to do a Q&A as well. So, if you're watching this after the fact and you've got some questions, then please do so. And we'll do a live stream at some other point. Because I do actually like doing these. And as I say, used to be a radio presenter by trade. So it'd be nice to hop on and just chat and shoot the breeze. Because I don't script these things. So I'm just making them up off the top of my head. Brentford and Brighton and Hove Albion have a nice structure to them. Well, I don't want to insult them by saying they use the Moneyball approach, but it is kind of a mock Moneyball approach. If you've ever watched or heard of the story of the Oakland A's in baseball in America, I don't think they play in Oakland anymore. They play in Vegas or are about to move to Las Vegas for more money. But the Oakland A's, their director, Billy Bean, came up with it. And there's a film about it, and it stars Brad Pitt, who is in the terrible F1 movie, which I haven't seen. I've just heard from word of mouth that it's terrible. I'll have to go see it, although I'm not really that interested in a Formula One movie when I could actually just watch Formula One. Right, I'm going to go now. If you're on Twitch, stick around. I'm going to play some Football Manager 2009. And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time, or see you Tuesday for Nottingham, the most important city in Italian football. See you then.